afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Faulkner County Library's Adult Book Nook. My name is Hannah, and for the month of September, I will be sharing with you some of my favorite books, as well as a favorite movie that I have found here in the library, seeing as how it is National Library Card Sign-Up Month. For the first one I would like to share with you, it is my absolute favorite fiction book of all time, and that is Stephen King's It. This is probably, like I said, my favorite book of all time. I try to read it every fall. It's beautiful in imagery and relatable characters and the meaning behind the story, and I never seem to find it, it never gets boring for me because there's always something new in here that I can find. But if you don't want to read the 800-page book, it's okay. That's completely understandable. We do have 3 different movies here in the library system that you can check out. And that would be the 90s version featuring Tim Curry as Pennywise, as well as the newer duology, It Chapter 1 and 2, that features Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. It's a really great read for Halloween. Just spooky enough to scare you, but also funny enough to keep you engaged the entire time. And like I said, I think it's perfect. For my graphic novel that I would like to share with you now, it is something that I found a couple of years ago here in the library while I was shelving. And the storyline, the art, the characters, everything is so well-rounded and beautiful. And I love it so much. I read it all in one go, and I feel like it is a very unsung hero of the adult graphic novel books that we have. And that is Check Please by Ngozi Ukatsu. She is a phenomenal African-American artist, super sweet, lovely person. Everything she has done is amazing, and everything that I see that she's working on to come out in the future is also definitely something to look forward to. If you like baking and hockey, or you want to have a funny book about early college life and frat houses and stuff like that, it's perfect for you. Very funny, super cute, and it does come in only 2 volumes, and I have the second one here with me to show you as well if you are interested in finding both copies. Like I said, I think I got through it in about one evening, so it would be something really good to curl up to. The next book that I would like to talk about today is a cookbook from the adult nonfiction section. It is How to Bake Everything by Mark Bittman. And just as an aside, I like the fact that the main character in Check Please, his last name is Biddle, and he is a chef, and or he likes to bake pastries and stuff like that. And the person who wrote this book's last name is Bittman, and he's also into making pastries. And so for me, that was just really funny. But this book was used a handful of times in our cookbook corner, and I know I made ginger snaps out of it last year. If any of you have seen that video, those ginger snaps were so good. And I have gone back to look for a couple of recipes in here since then. And I also well intend on buying this book at some point, to be honest. But if you have not looked at this book yet and are very interested in making all kinds of sweets, or like different like soups and things like that that are just super good for early fall, please don't hesitate to check this book out, because it is absolutely amazing, and there has been nothing in there that I've tried that I disliked. So the last thing I would like to talk about is the fact that we do have movies here at the library. For those of you who do not know, we have several different movies throughout the library. We have a whole bunch of movies for like PG-13, R-rated movies, things like that, as well as a bunch of movies for kids. We have TV series. We even have stuff from Netflix that we have purchased and put in our system, so that way people can be able to view and enjoy all of the current media. One of my absolute favorite movies that I have found from the library through recommendation of several patrons was actually Taxi Driver. I heard from not only my brother, but a handful of other people that this was one of the main inspirations for the Joker movie that came out in 2019. And you can definitely see a whole lot of that in the way that this is filmed, the music score, everything like that. It just really gives that creepy vibe of like the anti-hero of a story. It's definitely something that I would like to consider in my Halloween movies. However, it is a movie for all year round, so you can check it out whenever you like. But I just really enjoy the creepy factor of the whole movie and the fact that this man he thinks that he is the hero of the story, but in reality, we all know that he's not. And it's definitely one of those movies that you'll be sitting there screaming at the TV being like, that's bad, don't do that. Or why? And I love it so much because it just kept me on edge the whole time. So definitely look into that if you haven't. Or if you are a fan of the recent Joker movie or the ones coming out in the future. Those are my absolute favorite things that we have here for adults and young adults as well here in the library system. If you have anything that you have found in the library that was really important to you, or very like something you think that I would want to read or watch, please let me know. I would love to hear about your suggestions, and I'm sure that other people would love to hear about them too. It being National Library Card Sign-Up Month, this is a very, very important month to be able to educate and kickstart the love of reading, not only in children, but in adults who have lost that spark. And while I may have a very specific interest in books and movies that is mostly suspense and horror, I really hope that there is somebody out there who today heard this and would like to go check out some of the stuff that I recommended today. If you are watching this and you do not have a library card, please come in and get one. We have so much that we can supply for you, and so many programs, all kinds of things. We love all of you very much, and we're thankful to have you guys as our patrons. If you would like to follow our social media, please do so in the links below. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the YouTube page that you are currently watching me on. So please make sure to like and subscribe if you would like to have more recommendations about books, and also be on the lookout for my top 10 list of books from this library that I have found. It might not all be adult fiction, nonfiction, what have you, but it is my top 10 of things that I think you should read while you have a library card here in Faulkner County. So that has been September's Book Nook, and I will see you guys next month for October. Bye!